Good morning. It's Saturday, the 1st of February 2020, and I am here in Glasgow starting a journey today to Edinburgh. I'm going over to Leith to go and see the opening of the energy hub that my work utility has opened in Leith. It's the grand opening today. Thought I'd go over, be a little bit of a company man, but it gives me an opportunity to start off the month. And I've just noticed I'm out of focus, there we are. Gives me the opportunity to start off the month of February for the Future Steps initiative that I'm doing, raising funds for the Princess Trust and to get my 10,000 steps in a different way. And what an interesting way of doing it, because the team is I would walk 10,000 steps and I'm going down to where the reclaimers used to be. It's not going to be sunshine on Leith today though, unfortunately. It's going to be quite wet. But yes, here is what hopes to be an interesting and very special, I was almost a £200 monster. So, out of Waverley, here I come, just to go over Carlton Road into Leith Walk and walk down, which will be the biggest step count for me today. Did the calculations Google Maps, it's going to take 30 odd minutes, 40 minutes to walk down there, which is the equivalent for me of about 4,000 steps. Did that on the way back up, and I've hit my target for today because I've hit 3,000 steps already. And all I've been doing is going between train stations. So I've walked from home to East Kilbride, and then gone from East Kilbride station, then gone from Glasgow Central to Queen Street, and then through Waverley out to here. So quite a few steps already, to be fair. So I think today's going to be a keeper, and it's going to be a winner in regards to steps. The question is more of, can I keep it going when we move on to later in the month? And that's the challenge that I'm going to have, because there's the challenge of Mondays for me, because that's the day probably where I'll do the least steps. Just in general, I have to work extra hard for that, and if the weather's terrible, weekends might be a problem too, but weekends shouldn't be an issue because I can go to Calder Glen Country Park both days if need be, so my steps should be alright, because I end up doing about 5,000 steps going there and going back. So, but yeah, I want to start off with a good high. I thought this was a great opportunity, so yeah, let's see how knackered I am when I get down to the other end, shall we? Right, about halfway there. Certainly the Cream song Sunshine in Leith seems to have come into play. It was very wet in Glasgow, it seems to be dry at the moment, so hopefully the grand opening that happens in about an hour's time will actually be in sunny conditions. It's a little bit windy, which is why I now have the time icon just to cover myself, but it's all right. This has been an interesting walk so far. I'm in Leith proper now. That's walking from Waverley Station. Done another 2,500 steps. No, well, 1,000 maybe. And then that should make it a little bit easier later on going back. But yeah, this is looking good so far. It really is looking good. Well, I am down Leith, I'm near Ocean Terminal, near the dock, and apparently my phone says I've reached 10,000 steps. Unfortunately my watch doesn't, it's a little less than that, so do you know what? I will be going with the phone most of the time, but let's get to 10,000 steps on the watch as well, shall we? But yeah, no, I've done it for today, so yes, 1st of February, 10,000 steps, all sorted. Right, I've been to Ocean Terminal the long way. I found there's a short way to get back to Newkirk Gate. It's kind of quieting down, so I'm walking back up Leith Walk to Edinburgh, Waverley. And I'm about 17,000 steps in. So yeah, it looks very much like I'm going to smash my 10,000 target. It looks like I'm going to hit nearly 20,000 today for the steps. So it's a hard task for the team to follow, but it's the first day. It's a case of just keep going and doing it on a regular basis. Can it be done? That's the question. Can it be done? I think I might have overdone it. 19,200 steps according to the phone. My watch is saying 14,000. Yeah, right. Oh. I think I might have overdone it a little bit. 19,200 steps so far. I've only just reached Waverley Station. I've still to get
Welcome
the journey between.
ScotRail service to Glasgow Queen Street High Level.
And then obviously from Queen Street to Central, and then obviously train back
this
TK.
Service will be calling at Haymarket, Edinburgh Park, Linlithgow, Holmont, Falkirk, Graveston, Camelin, Cumbernauld, Greenfalls, Dartcosh, Steps, Rockloyton, Springburn, and Glasgow Queen Street High Level.
Typical tannoy in the way. But yeah,
the next station is Haymarket.
So we'll see what I end up with, but it's going to be over 20,000. It's going to be quite substantial.
This train may be longer than platforms at some stations on this route. Announcements will be made in the relevant rear carriages on approach. Please allow sufficient time in order to leave the train safely.
Yes, so a bit of work to do, I think.
Use our free ScotRail Wi-Fi to access live train times and special offers through our app. Please familiarise yourself with the safety poster on display in each of the carriages.
I've not timed that well at all, have I?
If you have bags, put them in one of the dedicated luggage areas or put lighter items in the rack above your seat. If you see any unattended luggage, please tell a member of staff.
Are we done?
Thanks for travelling ScotRail, the fast and environmentally friendly way to travel.
Right, finally, yes. So, 20,000, definitely. Doesn't mean I'm going to be filling it tomorrow, probably, we'll see. But tonight's going to be a night of just relaxing. And we'll see how we go. So 9 days in, and the walking challenge is going well. I've hit 10,000 steps every day. Today I'm walking up and down in my room wearing the carpet out because it's so windy out there with Storm Kira. I don't want to risk hurting myself by getting hit by flying debris or flying people, as it might be. But yes, no, I've hit over 110,000 steps in 9 days, which is pretty good going. The Leith trip is still the biggest day, but hopefully I'll be able to fix that in the next week or so. At the moment, I've got a week off, not the week just coming, but the week after. So there's a bit of time for me to go and do a bit of walking and getting the steps up. But the team and overall in Utilita is now 4th. And we've had a bit of a problem because John, the man who'd be doing the most steps, came down with the mumps. Poor man, he's been housebound and feeling it and getting a little bit stir crazy while we're doing this, and you guys are going to get sick of the walking around the bedroom like this, but it's going to have to be like this to make sure that I can get my steps up, because otherwise I'm not going to get them today, and I want to make sure I hit 10,000 steps every single day. I'm about a fifth of the way there just now, a bit to go, but there we are. It's not often you guys get to the bedroom like this and the way the thing's filmed, but there we are. But yeah, no, the steps are going okay. Everything's working out okay. And here's hoping to the remaining 20 days after this, and I don't know when I'm going to reach 290,000 steps. It looks like I might be reaching it by the 27th or 28th, but I'll keep going. So I'm halfway through my week off in February, and this is a proof of how the Future Steps initiative that I'm doing, the Future Steps charity event, is influencing my routes and where I'm going. I'm actually off to Summerlee today in Coat Bridge, and it is a bus from East Kilbride to Coat Bridge. However, I have walked to the edge of East Kilbride from my house, got the bus to Bridgeton Cross, and I'm currently walking down London Road to the city centre and High Street station, where I'll get the train from there. And it changes the whole timing and planning of everything, trying to get 10,000 steps in every day. Now, I reached the 200,000 steps mark on Monday for the month so far, so that means I've only got 90,000 left to do. The way things are going, I think that'll be done by the end of the week. But it just shows how much of a difference your mindset can change when you have an impetus to it. Weight-wise, I don't know if it's making a difference. I don't know if it will make a difference, to be fair. It may not make any difference whatsoever. We'll just have to wait and see. But at the moment, it's feeling good doing this and doing this challenge, and hopefully I'll be able to carry it through so 10,000 steps a day becomes the norm and not just for this special thing. And with the weather improving as the year goes on, and it will improve, even though we're in the middle of Storm Dennis and Kira and all the other storms that are due to come in the next couple of weeks, it's still a good thing to get in practice for. So by the time the summer comes and the weather is more clement for it, always better for it, and more willing to take part in that sort of weather conditions, because you want to go out because it's nice, I'll be sorted. But yes, this is a vlog day today, so I'm going to Summerlee to do a vlog for the channel. It's an excuse to do this again and get the steps up. It'll be interesting when I'm in heavy edit tomorrow, that's for sure. But we'll see what happens then. Funny how life gets in the way. Oh, this is supposed to be a video where I track my progress, but I'll give you one good news. Supposed to do 290,000 steps in the month, 10,000 a day. I've done it. 23rd of February, I've done it. So I'm 6 days to go. Let's see if I can get 350,000. But yeah, I've done it. 18,500 steps today. I walked from my house to Calderlane Country Park, then from Calderlane Country Park to the town centre, and then from the town centre to the top of Nurston Industrial Estate, and then from Nurston Industrial Estate back via Colwood Road to home. So 18,500 steps, about 15 kilometres, well, for 14 kilometres, is quite a distance anyway. And yeah, it gives me impetus though, because I've done 290,000 steps in 23 days, and that's an average of about 13,000 steps a day. I know that 15,000 a day is probably doable if I do it in batches or during the day. So a good batch in the morning, good batch in the evening. I could probably do that on a regular basis. So to get to that would mean that it takes me about 14 days to do it. So half a month, which means I could be doing quite easily 500,000 steps a month. And that could be the aim next, to do that. But let's see how February finishes. But yeah, there we are. 2 of our team have reached 290,000. Another one's about to do it as well, I think. The next day or so she'll do it. So now it's just trying to make sure that we get an average, that we reach the 1,740,000 steps that the team needs to do to meet the challenge, meet the charity. And then we just need to raise 250,000 steps, 250 quid, which we've not quite got yet, about 15 quid short. We're almost there. So, it's been a week since it finished, and I ended up with just over 350,000 steps for the month of February. Pretty good going. I know the website says 368,000, but it was, let's just say, a couple of manual entry errors came in play, but I have got record of 356,000 steps total, which is fantastic. We've raised the £250 as a group. We reached the 1,740,000 steps as a group. One of only 5 to do that. It was quite a successful month. What about me though? Well, see, this 10,000 steps is a bit of an addiction, and apart from the 1st of March, I've been hitting 10,000 steps every day this month so far. So yeah, it's kind of become a routine that I've got into. Bit weird. This whole idea of trying to beat it this month is coming to play. I don't think I will. It depends how good my step count is later in the month, but the weather's still not 100% great, and there's not really opportunities this month to really go and do a lot of step count, so we'll see. But overall, it was a very interesting thing to do. The weight's kind of the same as it was at the beginning of the month. It's not really changed that much, so it's more dietary that needs to change than fitness here. But I thought it was a good idea. I feel a little bit fitter. I feel that 10,000 steps isn't so much of an issue. It still takes me about an hour and a half to do it every day. And I don't think that's going to be any slower or quicker. I think that's about the average for me for my steps. But yeah, no, it was a good little experiment, good little try, and I've managed it. I did it, and I'm really pleased. Anyway, that's it for this video. If you like this video, don't forget to like it and share it with the hashtag teamstructor. Don't forget also to subscribe to the channel. A new video every Sunday, general rule, at 4 PM GMT, that's UTC +0. Next week is a Doctor Who video, and a little bit of a discussion one from me as well, and maybe even a review in there as well. No vlog this month, vlog one back next month with my trip to Glasgow Cathedral. But until then, or until next week rather, thanks so much for watching guys, and I'll see you later.